Somebody stole my shit.
Woo!
They stole my motherfucking battery.
Oh good, we gonna need one of those. Put that bitch in. Ready? Kapow! Man, look at that. Just like that. No problem.
One of the tires on the Mustang's flat, and
you gotta look at the camera. It's awkward. I mean,
man,
just look at the road.
Just I gotta look at the camera. Oh, didn't know. We had to cut that out. Can't be naming motherfuckers. Old boy didn't know what he was doing with his camera. It's all right. Anyways, one of the tires flat. We had to come back to the shop and get the bubble. Gonna go back out there. I was like this close to just drive it. I mean, 'cause it's not very far.
We'll show you how low it is, and you be the judge if you should have just said fuck it and drove it or not.
I would have. The two back tires are like near ball. They're like trash. The two front tires are like some Chinese off-brand. Came with the wheels. I got the wheels for super cheap, just for runners and or for rollers. But they're like brand new, but they're just off-brand, and I really didn't feel like ruining one of them, because then the other one ain't really worth anything. So we'll see what happens there. But we're on our way back to the units.
Hot damn!
Oh, we definitely may have f***ed up, my guy.
Oh, don't.
Never mind, it's in my back pocket.
Man.
Well, I took my hoodie off. I thought I might have taken it out of my pocket at that time.
Cue Jeopardy music.
Cue stuttering ass four-cylinder.
Hey, she got a little idle surge. What's up?
She need a tune-up, homie. It's only 8,000 miles on a 1986.
What's up? I gotta do my battles carefully here. Woo! Look at that. All right, so this is how much air we were working with in the tire. I'd say it's probably a good 3/4 of a mile to the gas station from here, probably. Get some air, but nonetheless, probably not the wisest decision.
Less distance from that to my house.
Yeah.
So like less than a mile total, but I didn't feel like doing it. So.
Gotta grab the keys out of this. What? This is actually a groundbreaking moment. This is supposedly a channel about cars and Mustangs, and all we've been driving is Power Strokes and a piece of shit 86 Mercury Lynx. But today is the day that we get a car introduced back into the videos, so, or our lives. That's good. Even though the car has been in storage all winter, if Ryan does a full send it right here, everyone has to make fun of him in the comments. Valiant effort.
So Jesse was gone over this past weekend, and I had a couple things to do around the house, and I got a couple of them done, but I ended up finding a pretty good deal. Whenever I actually sent Jesse the be careful not to trump. I sent Jesse the original link to these wheels because I am always on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist looking for SVEs, because I've had my SVEs on with my bias plies for, I don't know, about a year and a half. But whenever I bought them, I just bought the rear wheels, and I bought them second. They were new, but they were second hand. And so I've been on the hunt for front wheels, because I want 17 front runners, but 17 front runners are about 180, 190 a pop new, plus tires. And so after shipping and everything and taxes and everything, you're gonna have about $800 wrapped up in front wheels and tires. So I've been on the hunt ever since I bought these, ever since I bought those, to buy new front runners, or buy a set of front runners. And I found a set. We can see if I can't, found a set, picked them up, pretty good price. But unfortunately, the seller had all four, and he wouldn't fucking separate. So I got a whole nother set of tires now.
Now we got 3 sets of SVEs.
So we got full set, rears, and rears. We got some fucking wheels, my guy. We got a SVE addiction.
Sponsor. What's up, SVE? Hit us up.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Alomar? We need that. We need that shit. We've been stunting your shit for a minute. So I picked those up, and in the event for the no prep weekend, if we don't get Jesse's car done, we'll end up taking my car. So my car has to be kind of half-ass prepped to be able to go do it at a moment's notice. And one thing I've not had since I bought the car was a full interior. And I've been looking for a set. I really wanted black tweed. My car was an originally 505, a white 505 speed with black interior. Let me get kind of a better light. It was a white 505 speed black interior, which is a pretty rare option. I mean, it's a GT car. I mean, pretty rare options and pretty desirable. Whenever I got my car, and I'll kind of go around and show a little bit of damage, it wasn't perfect, and it was set up for like a 90s show car style, and it was road race. It's what the original owner had built it to look like. As far as I'm aware, he never road raced it. It was just a car show-esque look. It had some big ass 16-inch center lines with deep dishes on them. It had kind of a cheap roll bar in it. It had just a few things that were kind of not super, I mean, back in the 90s were probably lit, but it wasn't super tasteful anymore. So whenever I got it, I kind of took everything and made it the way I wanted it. And it's been pretty good. But he stripped the interior. So the interior had no center console, it had no back seat, and it had that roll bar. So I cut that roll bar up pretty much first off, and we kind of told you about that. And I've been hunting for tweed black seats because that's what I wanted. Had those leather front seats that are now in Jesse's car, but I wanted tweed black seats. And everywhere I talked to was like, yeah, good luck, because they are hard to find. Yeah. So through the magic of the internet, homeboy, I got these for the Lolo of free 99. Flip the bottom over. I mean, good shape. They're gray. I've got Jesse's gray tweed passenger seat in right now, so they're gonna match.
Man, you just need to take those to your local detailer. Take those to your local detailer, have them clean them up.
Fuck yeah, we'll see a little bit of that later. Now we're getting there. So I had to get the seats. Seats now gotten. I got to get a couple brackets. The rears have the, like, you can kind of see it down there. The rears have the like bracket that spans across the rear, and I have the outside brackets still in the car. You can just kind of see them right there, just above the roll bar. But I need to get the center bracket, and then I got to get the hoops. There's hoops that go on the floor. They curl. I don't know. You'll see whenever we get to it. But there's hoops that go on the floor that are like half circles, and then this here clips under it and to hold the seat. So the seat just kind of pushes in and is snapped in. I'm gonna drop those off my local detailer sometime in the next day or so.
You should really do that. Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
I'm also gonna drop these wheels and tires off and the whole fucking car. Wait. And somebody can do some polishing. We actually may. You think we should go move the truck now before we do anything else?
I don't really think it matters.
Think we'll just wait till later in the day. Yeah, it's only 12:30. So.
There we go, time. Let's get these swapped over.
Alrighty, we're gonna toss these on it. Alrighty, a little bit of movie magic, TV magic. She's done, she's on the ground. She's got these new SVEs on her. Kind of difficult to see. She be looking hot.
She looks good.
We just kind of set the wing up on there so get a good look at it.
Yeah, we can't forget to not.
Yeah, we gotta
take off.
Yeah, we gotta make sure we set that back in the shop. She's sitting a little high on the other side. We's on a hill, and my driveway's slightly sloped, so she sits a little bit cleaner over here. We's definitely gonna have to here pretty quick. Start looking at. We'll see how that works. She might be.
You cut close to it. Then Man, I feel sorry for that camera right now because I know all they hear is wind noise.
Oh yeah. You know what I just realized? We might have put the front
wrong sides.
I mean that tire. I know what it is.
Yeah, we did it. The rotation's backwards.
No, we didn't, because this one's right. Whenever that one's on backwards. Whenever I got it repaired.
That fucking sucks.
That does suck.
Man.
Discount tire, me up on this one. Put my tire on backwards.
He was talking all that shit about how they do it for free.
Well, they're gonna do it for free again, homie. I was looking at it like, wait a fucking second, this ain't right. Alright, well, we're just gonna drive around a little bit.
Man, that sucks. It'll be fine, but
that does suck. You know what else sucks? That passenger seat is definitely not bolted down.
That's alright.
We best set it on there, in there, right?
To be honest with you, I forgot what it was like being in a car that it's hard to talk.
Hard to breathe sometimes.
Just in case anyone was curious, I have perma-dibs in passenger seat as of March 15th of 2017. I know it's kind of hard to hear right now probably, and for that I apologize. We are taking the route for a rip, and we're going to see how the radials hook up compared to the slicks. So give her a go.
Nobody said shit about that to me.
That's the f***ing plan.
We got a lot of air pressure in them.
That's alright. Getting a lot of weird looks about this camera.
Yeah, no man, everybody driving by seeing the car and they just mean mugging. Like I'm about to just go out and start robbing people.
They're like, fuck, that thing is probably fast.
It's not.
Okay, we're about 20 hours into this road trip. It is a long drive to Mexico. Very long drive. I'm hopping out for this one, Chief.
Alright, let me put on no seatbelt.
You ain't got no seatbelt? You're alright. Okay, so we are currently back at my casa, and as you can see, we pulled Ryan's brown truck. We've been keeping it over here at my house just because there's not enough room. This was in his garage, but if we're going to be doing the work on my car there, we had to move this out here. And we're actually going to flip-flop the brown truck back into the storage unit because it's not road ready as of right now, and we're going to leave the Mustang over here. I'm going to get some work done on this week while Ryan's at work and things like that. Give it a good polish, all cleaned up for the show this weekend. Start doing work and paint on the roll cage and stuff like that, so it'll be good. Right now we're just going to run this back to the storage unit, hop in the wagon, bring it back over here, and just kind of get everything situated. Ryan has to take off to work here pretty soon, so just try to get as much stuff done and ready as we can for me, and I'll actually probably keep making videos while he's at work, or keep updating you guys on what I'm doing, because I'll be working on it a lot this week. So
Alrighty, so I bought this truck prior to my Power Stroke. I had a, let me just go this way. Prior to my Power Stroke, I had a 05 Silverado. It was crew cab 4-wheel drive. It was slammed. It was still static, but it was like 6 in the front, 8 in the back, and so it was about as low as you could possibly go. 4-wheel drive and everything still worked, but it had like a lot of miles. It had like 240,000 miles, and I really loved the truck, but it was starting to develop more issues than it was what it was worth to me. And so I ended up trading it. I traded it in whenever I bought the Expedition, which you guys have kind of seen. So at that time, my fiance drives the Expedition. She drives back and forth to work, so I was needing a daily driver, and I'd been looking. I'd had a first-gen Lightning in the past, and I was really wanting like a arrow nose OBS Ford body style truck, same as what my Power Stroke is, but a single cab short bed V8 2-wheel drive. Didn't have to be perfect, but just decently clean that I can make into a pretty decent little driver. Just pretty much just wanted to drive it back and forth to work. I didn't want another, I don't want a race truck, or I didn't want a race truck. I just wanted something I could drive back and forth to work. And I had a little bit of cash in my pocket, so I kind of went to looking, and I don't know what it is. Even Jesse has kind of noticed that one of our other friends is looking for a Ranger. Little pickups, Rangers and F-150s and everything, the price has gone astronomical for them. Especially Rangers, because I was really wanting just a little Ranger as well, or an arrow nose, but I kind of looked and looked and looked, and I couldn't find anything. And then I ended up finding this truck in Columbia. It was priced kind of high, but it was decent. It was already dropped. It's got 2.4 drop. It's the original color, I mean the original paint. It's a Lariat. The 18-inch wheels were already on it. They're American Racing 18s. A classic car dealer over near Columbia, it wasn't in Columbia, but a classic car dealer over near Columbia had it, and it was his own personal truck. He had one that was gray, but the same body style, brand new, way back in the day, and he was wanting to kind of recreate that. But he was shutting his doors, and he had another C10 and a Barracuda and some other vehicles, and so he could only keep a select number of his own vehicles. So this one was kind of bottom on the totem pole, and it got gone. So he had it listed, and it was kind of high, and it needs some things. It's not perfect by any means, but I picked it up for a pretty good deal. The American Racing 18s and the drop kit and everything was probably in the $2,500 to $3,000 range. He'd done some other work to it as well, and so I mean, he had like probably $2,500 to $3,000 in all the parts it had on it, and then it was the truck too. And so I ended up getting it for pretty much what he had in parts, and I pretty much bought the parts and got the truck for free. But she needs ball joints, she needs a couple other things. I actually have all the parts at the house, but we've been working on other things, so it hasn't quite gotten there. And so this was originally bought to be my daily driver, and went out to Columbia. I trailered it back home, and once I actually went out and saw it, I was like, man, this thing is too clean to daily drive through the salt in winter. It's just got a car cover in it right now, but interior's clean. It's got a little bit of wear right here in the seat, but it's just super comfy. I mean, the dash had a pad on it its whole life. I think the pad's actually still behind the seat. The dash had a pad on it its whole life, so it's super clean. Windshield's cracked, but I had already planned on getting it replaced. I've got a new solid back window for it. I've got all new front end for it. It needs to get installed. And I've got a few other parts for it. But I mean, she is a 302. I think it's got a C4 in it. I'll be honest with you, I am not even sure. See if I can find my, but it was very well taken care of. Motor's not leaky. It was pretty dry, and she needs a little bit of love. I had planned on doing just pretty much basic little mods to it. Nothing serious. Just kind of make it a clean little driver. But once I kind of got it home, I was like, well, man, this is too clean to drive during the winter. So that's when the Power Stroke came about. Power Stroke was actually really clean too. It's got a bunch of miles on it, but the Power Stroke was actually clean as well. So, but we'll end up seeing. I'm definitely gonna get this going here pretty quick, and then I'm gonna drive it back and forth to work during the summer. I'm still looking for a Ranger though, so I mean, if y'all know anybody, just like a little two-wheel drive, or like, man, I'm not even picky. Like, I'll take anything. Like, you got a Taurus, you got a Dodge Caravan, I'm your guy. Hit me up. I need something that I cannot care about. Because I buy vehicles like these and I care too much about them and I can't drive them. Or I don't want to drive them during the winter. So I need an LB Tour, like that Fusion over there.
Hey.
But no,
for going soon.
Yeah.
She got me going.
But no, so we got to get this over to. We're gonna go take this and drop this off my storage unit, and we're gonna leave this here.
Gang. Watch your car.
All right, so she is stuffed in the unit. She's gonna be in here for a minute till we can get a chance to get working on it.
Won't be too long.
Got just enough room for my fat ass to slip in it.
I know it seems like we've been hopping all over the place today, but we pretty much have. So we went back to Ryan's shop, picked up a couple of things that we need for the car to get it finally assembled, or his car to get it finally assembled to take to the show this weekend. So we brought the wing, the back seats. I'm gonna do some cleaning on those. I'm your favorite neighborhood detailer, so what's up? I'll send you the invoice for that. Hopefully get those seats put in there, that will be good. And then I brought a lot of my my buffer and my polisher and stuff back as well, so I can get the car looking nice, the paint for the roll cage and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully this week I will definitely get that stuff knocked out and get the car in pristine condition for the show this weekend. So should be litty. And then Casey just wants to say hello. I think that's what we're going to end the video for today. We got quite a few things done, and we definitely have a lot of stuff to do this week, so stay tuned for that. As always, thank you for watching. If you do feel so inclined to, I'll link our Instagram down below. Make sure you give that a follow, as we're always posting stuff on there, and you can follow our personal Instas as well. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it. So
Keep it street.